So I'm co-founder and CEO of TheBridge. We are a company that's convening people. We have a network of policymakers and leaders in tech in San Francisco, the Bay Area, and DC, but really kind of tech and policies everywhere now. So kind of at state capitals and with technologists around the country. And we are convening those folks. So trying to start conversations around how tech and policy can really collaborate instead of just kind of collide. I personally love this issue. We've done a couple of events on this issue, Profile J, and I think it is very important to do something like this in DC because I think people need to become more educated about the importance of kind of the process around election security, kind of like the ins and outs of the high-level conversations that are probably seem really high to all of us in the industry, but to the general voter are not. I think it's important to kind of bring those leaders together to talk about it. I love what Synack's doing, and I think it is really interesting to see kind of the work that you guys are doing with senators, with congressmen, with government agencies. I think there's a lot of interest, and it's definitely a conversation that is not happening in DC right now. A lot of it is around election security. I think people find the elections to be a reason to talk about cybersecurity now, but it's definitely not all crowdsourced cybersecurity or bug bounty programs or working with Synack. But I think that the more that we can kind of introduce techniques like that will be interesting to see where they go. I think it'll be a learning curve. Obviously you guys are working with some states already, but I think just like any other industry, there's a learning curve. So we saw it in retail. Some retailers I think are customers of yours, but to kind of get there, even to kind of share cyber threat information was one hurdle, and then to get, allow hackers into your system is another hurdle. But I think people see that is a way to be preventative and take action. And I think maybe they'll start to see too that that's a way to kind of like help with their business model too down the road. So it's not just from one crisis to the next, it's more like your overall business strategy. I think I think it was really great to do this event because I think that there is some talk about what technology companies, technology platforms can do for campaigns now, but it isn't like the holistic election ecosystem isn't really being talked about. And coming together today, I do think that we saw companies that are providing different services for different parts of the election system talking about how they can all work together. And you even heard Ethan from Microsoft talk about how it's not going to be a sustainability problem because it's not going to go away. There is a collaborative effort to work on these issues together, which is what you hear a lot in cyber because we're all kind of working against one enemy, but I do think that the more that we can talk like that will be interesting.